This person that you were dealing with, this karmic energy, they had no goals. No goals of their own. No goals, no aspirations, nothing they wanted to accomplish, nothing they wanted to achieve. The only thing that they did with their pastime was trying to figure out ways to sabotage you, destroy you, and take you down. You see, these people were operating in devilish energy, demonic energy, because the voice they were listening to, the voice that was in their ear was not the voice of God. That was the voice of the enemy, the voice of the devil. They were hearing the devil's tactic. Excuse me, they were hearing the devil's voice, the devil's tactics, and they were hearing the devil's words telling them what to do. The devil's instructions telling them what to do. Because the instructions that they were hearing was instructions on taking you down and trying to destroy you and sabotage you. These people had no life of their own. They didn't have a life, because if they're spending all of their time trying to take somebody else down instead of focusing on their own life, they don't have a life. This person did not have a life of their own. They didn't have their own goals and aspirations. They didn't have things that they wanted to accomplish, things that they wanted to achieve. They didn't think about growing or getting better or becoming a better person or becoming a greater version of themselves. The only thing that they focused on was trying to take somebody down or trying to take somebody out. Both. They were figuring out ways on how they could take you out, figuring out ways on how they could take you down, figuring out ways on how they could destroy you, figuring out ways on how they could destroy your life, sabotage your life, because your spirit irritated their demons. And the only way that they could feel better about themselves was trying to destroy you, trying to sabotage you, trying to take you down, or trying to take you out. But here's the kicker. Even if they were not going to be successful, but hypothetically speaking, if they were to have been successful and you would have taken yourself up out of here, they still would have been the same exact person that they are. They still would have been bitter. They still would have been miserable. They still would have found other ways to take somebody else's down, to take somebody else's life, to try to take somebody else down, to try to destroy somebody else's life. They would have been so bitter within their own life that they wouldn't have known what to do next. If they would have taken you down completely and taken you out completely, they would have had nothing left to do with themselves and nothing left to do with their life, because they invested so much of their life trying to take somebody else's life down. They invested so much time and energy on somebody else's life. If they have nothing better to do with their time, nothing better to do with their life, that was their favorite pastime. That if they would have been successful, they still would have been the same exact person, still bitter, still miserable, still mad at the world, still hating their life, hating themselves. That's the thing. This person hates themselves and they hate their life. They hate their life and they think if they can try to destroy somebody else's life, it'll make them feel better about their own. But they still hate their life even when they try to destroy somebody else's life, because they just hate their life. They just hate who they are. That is deep-seated issues that they have to work out within themselves. But because they're spending so much time projecting that energy onto other people, they're avoiding their own inner work, not doing their inner work, not doing what they need to do to fix themselves. The problem lies within them. You remove you from the equation, the problem is still going to exist. The problem is still there. The problem is not going to go away until they start addressing their own life, their own issues, their own self. But they're not going to do this. This is a person that doesn't want to grow. This is a person that refuses to grow. They don't have any goals. They don't have any things that they want to work towards. They don't have any accomplishments that they want to achieve. The only thing that they wanted to invest their time in was taking somebody else down. Why? Because they thought it was going to make them feel better about their own life. They thought if your life could be inferior and their life could be superior, they would feel better, but they still feel inferior. They don't feel like their life is superior. They feel like their life is still inferior. And as many times as they try to destroy your life, they still feel inferior. This person is not going to change. This person is not going to grow. They refuse to. And this person is going to stay stagnant. They're going to stay complacent. They're going to stay who they are because they refuse to grow. You continue to grow. You continue to evolve. You continue to elevate. You block off all communication from this person, completely exit them out of your life, completely keep them away, because this person is bad news.